Are you wondering what you need to do to grow your lash business? Did you just start? Are you trying to get clients? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you my techniques of how I get clients for my lash business. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Beautopedia. My name is Miss La, and on this channel I talk about things in regards to beauty, business, and motivation. I focus a lot on if you're a lash artist, if you have a lash business, I help you to grow that business. These are tips and tricks that I've used myself, so I know they work. So thank you for watching this video. Before we jump into it, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I do post new videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So I'm located here in Michigan, and I just recently opened up a lash studio, and the name of my lash studio is called Sheer Faces. So if you want to, you can check me out at sheerfaces.com so you can see my website. And I opened up in June after we were allowed to open due to the pandemic, so I opened in June. So I was freshly new, no client base, any of that. Graduate of cosmetology school. I've been out now for, well, at that particular time, about 2 years or so, so I had no client base whatsoever. So I knew it would be a struggle, but when I was taking my training, I kind of took a business course specifically geared towards marketing. So I had already mapped out exactly what I wanted to do. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you some of the key things I use to this day to get clients, and this will help if you're fresh, brand new to lashing and you just open up a studio, or even if you open up any other type of beauty related business, then these tips will help you as well. So one of the first things I had to do, and one thing I would suggest, is to figure out who your client base is, because not all money is good money. So you don't want to have just anybody coming into your studio. You want to develop a client base because it's kind of easier to target to a specific kind of person. You know, you won't just be throwing your money away as far as your advertising dollars, because you know who you want to target. So if you use like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or Google ads, you have your ideal client. So I would get a pen and paper and write down exactly who your ideal client is. Who do you want to service every day? Also, within that client base of who you're serving, you want to put on what your services will be. Like for me, I started out doing classic lash sets, and I transitioned into hybrid sets once I had so many clients doing classic sets. And within that, I know exactly who I'm targeting, what their age is, what they do for a living, if they have children, if they're married, whatever it is. You want to have your target ideal clients, so it makes it much easier when you start the marketing process. So the next thing you want to do is to create a content calendar. And when I say content calendar, meaning you wanna, like, I only post Monday through Friday, not so much on the weekends because I don't get that much engagement. So I generally take the time out like a week or two before, and I do a whole content calendar. So that would look like, maybe on Monday I post something inspirational. Tuesdays I post something that is like a tip, a beauty tip. And on Wednesday I may post something that is business related, like a promo that I'm offering. So you want to do that however many days, and you want to have a content calendar, and you want to stick to that. For me, it works if I plan it out a week or two ahead. That makes it so much easier. So you can just go onto your social media, can post all of them out for Monday through Friday, and you don't have to worry about it. And when you do that, that helps to get people to follow you, because I'm noticing now, I've been doing that since like around Christmas or maybe Thanksgiving. So I'm noticing I'm starting to get a steady stream of people that follow me. So trust me, that does work when you have a good content calendar. And when you create that content calendar, you want to have like an 80-20 mix. Like, not really I hate, but it just bugs me when I see a company who does nothing but promote their own brand. That's showing, okay, you have a product and you can promote, but you're not really giving people, a lot of people want to know things, like they want to know things, like they want you to give them tips. They want you to, I don't know, take a day where you show how a product is used, but you just don't want to promote your own brand. You want to have a good 80-20 mix of something that's useful or helpful to your ideal target market, so they have something to look forward to when they come to your social media. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Google reviews. Now, when I say Google reviews, this works like what I do in my studio is when a person comes to see me, like a couple of hours after that or the very next day, I send them a nice little text message with a link to my Google review page. And what I do is I say something like, thank you for coming in for your Lash service. I hope you had a pleasant experience. Please take the time out to go and visit my Google review page and leave me a review. So far that's working. Like, I don't have a lot, but what it does is the 3 or 4 Google reviews that I have so far, that helps when people are looking for a lash artist in the area that I'm in, then I'm generally gonna come up because I have good reviews. So that's another thing you want to do is after you perform a lash service, send a quick little text with a link to your Google review page so people can see, hey, these people have been in, they had a good experience. And also make sure that you reply back from the people that do give you good reviews, because Google looks at that. So I'm going to assume that helps with your SEO rankings. So you do want to put that out there for people to visit your Google review page and to leave you reviews. So and if I look weird, I got a new mic. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just using this mic, so sorry about touching it. But if I'm looking down and looking weird, I'm just trying to get used to my mic. But anyway, so the next thing we're going to talk about are Groupon, or is Groupon. So Groupon has good and bad reviews about how they work, the money that you make, things like that. The only thing I can say about Groupon is it is great for getting foot traffic in the door if you have no client base, or if you do have a client base when you run a special, it's good to get traffic into the door. So there are some key things I found, because I've worked with Groupon before in the past, because I've been in this since about 2012 or so. So I worked with Groupon in the past, so they've changed. Some of the changes are for the best. So what I find that you have to do with Groupon is you have to look at Groupon as, okay, I'm not going to make a ton of money on it, but what I am going to do is provide an amazing experience. So when people come in, they, 1, will do my Google reviews, 2, will leave me a good review on Groupon, and 3, that's my opportunity to collect their information from like my email list or my text messaging list, so I can get them to come back, and then when they come back, they're paying your full price. Now, I will be honest, because I followed this Groupon strategy back in June, July, now I have repeat clientele, which when they come in now, they're paying my full price. So Groupon, yes, the initial money that you make, it sucks. But once you get past that, then you will have regular paying clients. So like I said, if you're going to use Groupon or anything that's like Groupon, you want to have a strategy in place, meaning you want to, 1, provide a great experience, 2, don't expect to make a lot of money with Groupon, you will make some money, but not what you're thinking. And then 3, you want to have a way to capture your audience or your clients' information so you can develop your email list and they can become your clients. And from that point, you can encourage them, and they will do it if they have a good experience. They will come back to you and pay your regular pricing. So in my marketing strategy, I do run Facebook and Instagram ads. When I run those Facebook and Instagram ads, I'm generally doing 1 for brand awareness and then 2 to grow and develop my email list. If you are not, or if you have not thought about doing an email list, trust me, you should. Because at any given time, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any of them can literally take you off that site. They can ban you, they can suspend you, they can do whatever. But if you have people signing up to an email list, then you own that and you can market to them outside of the social media. So like I said, I use my Facebook ads to get people on my email list, and that's really cheap to do. I run ads for like maybe $15 to $20, and I run it for a whole week, and I get people to sign up to my email list, and then I run email marketing campaigns like once or twice a month, and I stay in touch with them. So that's a good way for them to notice you. In the initial stages, you may not get a high click-through rate for your email, but as time goes on, then people will start to open your emails. So if you have not looked at something like MailChimp, then you do want to look at that so you can grow your email list, because trust me, if social media does something to ban you, you own that list and you can target to the people that want to come and patronize your business. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook ads. Facebook ads are tricky, and I'll be honest with you, I just went through a course, and honestly, I know it now, I'm just going to be using Facebook ads for brand awareness and also to grow my email list. Because unless you're putting a large sum of money on a consistent basis to Facebook or Instagram ads, it literally, to me, is not going to serve that big of a purpose. So if I had to say, like people always ask, well, how much money do I need for Facebook ads? Honestly, you need to be putting somewhere between, I'm going to say like $500 to $1,000 on a consistent basis, whether that be each month, towards Facebook ads. Because when you're doing the low dollar amount, you're not getting that type of traction. Enough people aren't seeing you where you can, do things like run retargeting ads. Because when you run retargeting ads, it's a different pricing structure. At least when I looked at it, it was. So you have to be prepared for that, because I think for me to run a retargeting ad, it's going to cost me to start like $30. And I believe that's $30 maybe a day, could be. But like I said, I'm not doing those right now. I'm just using Facebook ads to grow my email list. So just know that if you want to do Facebook ads, people, and I've seen it, they say, oh, you can run ads for like $5 a day, you can get sales. Yeah, no. That's not how it works. You have to be putting in more money towards that. So if you're on a low budget, just look at your Facebook and Instagram ads as a way to get brand awareness, to put eyes in front of your business, and then have a system or a funnel in place where you can capture their email list. That will make it feel like, okay, I'm spending the money, but I'm not getting caught up in the hype where people say, oh yeah, just spend $5, you'll make sales. Yeah, that won't happen. You gotta do way more than that. So that's my take on Facebook and Instagram ads. So like I said, when I started, I had no client base at all. I had just done the training and had posted different things on social media just so people were aware. But what you want to do is, if you're brand new, you want to line up people, whether I would suggest friends or family, because they're going to be more patient with you. Because for lashing, when you start, your speed is not going to be there. So I would say line up at least 5 to 10 models. If you can't get close to 10, then try to get 5. It's free lashes, so I'm quite sure somebody will, do it for you. And then you want to take before and after shots. And when you take before and after shots, you want to make sure you're getting a good angle, and you want to make sure when you take those pictures are a reflection of your brand. And when I say that, when I take my pictures, I generally take them in my studio. I have like a flower wall. So for the most part, I will take the before shot of the client laying down fully ready to go, meaning she's all taped up. She has gel iPads, everything. So I'll take the before shot like that. And then I'll take the after shot on my flower wall. And I always stay consistent with that, and that goes along with my brand. If you're going to use any type of filters or anything like that, then you want to have those preset so all the pictures look alike. And when you're working on your models, that's your time to get out all the things that you learned in training. You will begin to see what works, what doesn't work. Your speed, of course, will come with you, so that way when you have your paying clients, it will be a smoother flow. Now for me, I only had maybe 1 or 2 models before I was straight into paying clients. And it worked out well, but everybody's different. So like I said, get your people together for your models, and then you want to keep notes of what works and what doesn't work. And then, like I said, take your before and after shots and make your before and after shots be a reflection of what your brand will be. So when people see those pictures, they'll know that's you. So the next thing that can help you grow your lash business is to run specials. So when I say run specials, meaning first of all, when you're doing your pricing, don't short yourself. I see a lot of people when they just start out, like they're charging these, great economically priced prices, but where it comes into an issue is when you get ready to run a special. So this is an example. If you start out saying, okay, I'm going to charge you $50 for a full classic lash set. When you do a special, and let's say you discount it and say half off, then that's $25. Now, I don't know about you, I'm already accepting the loss when I do things like Groupon, but when I do Groupon, I have a system in place, so it works out because they come back and they pay my regular price. But you have to take into consideration, even when you're starting out, that glue is not cheap, the lashes are not cheap. Whatever your overhead cost is, whether you're in home or in a salon space, you just want to pay attention to that. So for me, I only discount prices when I run a special. Whenever you go to my site, everything is full price. And that full price is determined by my skill set, it's determined by my overhead cost, and it's determined by I want to give you a great spa-like experience when you're coming to get your lashes. So when you run specials, just pay attention to what your regular pricing is. I will say it's easier for you if you start out on the pricing level that is most common for the industry. It's easier for you to offer a discount as opposed to you starting out on the low end and then you raising your prices. Sometimes you get a little pushback from that. So just, be mindful of that when you're determining specials, and then the specials offer your pricing. Start out at what is normal. Don't shortchange yourself, and then just run specials. Trust me, you won't get as much pushback if you do that. And when you run specials, you could do something like, of course, half off, or you could do dollars off, and then maybe they get like a free shampoo set so they can take care of the lashes. Just go by, what you feel comfortable with. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Go with what makes you feel good. And then also, like I said, consider all your overhead costs that you have, because trust me, I've been in it for a while and I try to buy mid-grade, not top of the line, but mid-grade products. That stuff ain't cheap. So, just be mindful when you're running your specials and know your numbers. So the last tip I have for you that works well in my studio is I have a studio space. It's not like a full studio, but I'm in like a salon suite. And in my salon suite, it took a lot of time picking out things like the chandelier, the paints, the curtains and the curtain rods that I have, and my flower wall. It took a lot of time thinking about that. When people come in, you want them to have an experience. Because like I said, you should be asking for Google reviews. You should be asking for people to, I don't know, post up on social media if they get their lashes done. And one of the ways they will be more willing to do that is if you give them a really good spa experience. So take that time out. Think about your surroundings. If you were going into a lash studio, how would you want it to look? How would you want it to smell? Because I have this like aroma thing, and people love that because it says it puts me straight to sleep. So for my studio, like, I have a really comfortable chair for my client and for myself. Everything is a spa-like atmosphere. If you go to my website, sheerfaces.com, you can see that. Or you can go on my social media and you can see. But you want to give that spa, that amazing experience. So 1, they leave you good reviews. 2, they say good things and refer people to you. And then 3, from that, you can have reviews that will gravitate to other people, and they will want to come and see you as well. So those are all the tips and tricks that work for me to grow my lash biz. Now I want to know from you if you have a business or if you've been putting out ideas of things you want to do. What is it that you're doing, or what do you want to do to grow your lash business, to get clientele, and to just grow and live your best life? Let me know in the comments. So before I end this video, I do want to offer to you, or let you know, not really offer to you, but let you know that I will be holding a contest, and the giveaway or the contest will be, I'm going to be giving away Beautopedia merchandise. So this is the first thing that you could win. It could be a mug, or it could be a mouse pad holder, or I do have a t-shirt as well, so I'll try to insert a picture of me wearing the t-shirt. But I want to know from you, like I said, what are you doing, or what will you be doing to grow your lash business? And the easiest way for me to do this is leave a comment and then also put in hashtag grow my lash business. And then that way it'll be easier for me to filter through and to see who's entering the contest. So like I said, enter the contest to win maybe a mug or a mouse pad or maybe even a t-shirt. So leave me a comment answering what are you going to do, or what tips are you going to follow to grow your lash business, and put hashtag grow my lash biz. And then if you follow me on social media and you want to enter the giveaway, then put that as well. You guys see my dog snoring. Put in grow my lash business as well so I can see it in my feed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell for notifications. You don't want to miss any videos that I post. If there is a digital download to this video, it will be in the comments, so check that out as well, because that can help you to implement some of the tips you have for your business. That's it for today, guys. Have a great day. Bye.